today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. But the Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And incomplete to open things up. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Julian Edelman, his numbers from a week ago. 5 catches, 98 yards, and a score. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big time.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From midfield, here's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Second and goal. Now Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Allen hit. He lost the football. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, dude. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, a run from White. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Good job. You can't, man. He's not going to get me.
To throw again, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He hits Beasley right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Smith catches left side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen again. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Allen to throw once more. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn up.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Going on the ground, it's White, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And his see there. And now it's a game as we come up on a 2nd yard line. Trent Murphy.
It's not a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now a carry for White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Folk's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Allen to Beasley, 1st down Buffalo. And again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. And this round in that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The drive with a give to White. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Allen and the Bills now down 20-10. A minute 47 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Allen to throw. That's caught at the 1. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Terrence Brooks with a pick. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get him.
Past the 15-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We gotta get better today. What I want to know is who's ready. Ready! Red! 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 Ready! Red! 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 80! Red! 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 80! Red! 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 80! Red! 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 80! Red! 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 Red!
This is it. We are going for gold.
Red! 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 80! Red! 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 you're going to like what you see in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff...
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The numbers for Crowder a week ago: 7 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. To the air again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Darnold to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Brandon Copeland. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. Leading them out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Here's White. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Dancing to his left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
46, boys, 46.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the
6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of time.
take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Throwing again on second down. Darnold.
Now that's tough.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jimmy Garoppolo, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run with White and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He hits White, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards that time.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. First down, here's White. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
This will make it into the end zone, and Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Pierre Desir in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Kaepernick to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run on first down. White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's third down. Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Kaepernick to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throw complete to Herndon. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 51 to
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run with White. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, it's White. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the give, it's White. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.